Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. We've got a class on hips and hamstrings today. Let's start seated. Grab a block or a cushion if you've got one to pop underneath yourself. Spine nice and tall, hands on your knees. Starting with some hip circles. So just drawing circles with your head, leaning all the way over your legs, all the way back as far as you can without wobbling off your block if you're on one. And all the way out towards the sides. Change direction of the circle. And back to centre. Come off the block or cushion if you are on one. Facing the top of your mat if you weren't already. We're going to rock back to a happy baby. So reach for your feet, arms in between the knees. Press off the feet onto that balancing point, round through the spine, and let yourself fall back to that happy baby. Soles of the feet shine up to sky. Pull down on them, plugging your knees in towards armpits. Maybe you'd like a gentle rock side to side. Release hold of the left leg all the way back down to the mat and just squeeze your right knee in towards your chest. Using just your right hand, drop the knee out to the side so your inner thigh shines up. Don't let the left hip lift off the floor. Maybe you can press the left hand into that left hip. Bring the knee back to centre. Let go of both hands and just use your strength to keep pulling that knee in. Release the leg, extend it all the way to sky. Maybe bend back up into your spare leg to make it a bit less intense. Hold the back of the thigh. Point through your right toes. Flex the toes towards your face. Point the toes. Flex the toes. Point. Flex and pull the leg closer in towards you. Nice, release that leg all the way down to the mat. Squeeze your left knee in towards the chest. Drop your left knee open to the side, just using your left hand. Maybe take your right hand onto your right hip and press down. Bring the knee back to centre, releasing both hands. Use your strength to squeeze the knee in. Extend the leg to sky, hold the back of it. Maybe you want to bend back up into your other leg as well. Point through the toes. Flex the toes. Point. Flex. Point. And flex. Pull the leg closer into your face. And release that leg back down. Bring both knees in towards your chest, hug them both in. And then hands on knees, draw the knees in circles so that you're rolling on your lower back. Change direction. And then coming back to that happy baby, reaching up for the feet with arms inside of the knees. Or grab hold of your ankles, that's fine too. Shine the soles of the feet to the sky. And this time we're going to rock forwards and back along the length of your spine. Build momentum until you can come all the way up to seated. And over into your tabletop. We'll move into some cat and cow. So hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Inhale as you dip your belly down, look up and turn your sit bone up. And exhale as you round the spine, tucking your chin and tailbone under, pressing up through the hands, doming the top of the back. Inhale to your cow, belly down, gaze up. Exhale to your cat, round the spine, tuck your tailbone, drop your chin. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. A few more rounds. And drop it to a neutral spine. Take your left leg extended out to the side. Sole of the foot in towards the floor, foot about in line with your right knee, and sit your hips back. Release back up, take that knee in and take the other side. Right leg out long to the side, foot in towards floor, in line with knees, sit the hips back. Lift back through table, take the knee in. Then take both knees wide on the mat and your ankles in line with knees and mat too. We'll take some frog rock backs. So sink your hips back down towards both heels. Inhale, come forwards, shoulders over hands. Exhale, sink hips back. Inhale, lift forwards. Exhale, sink the hips back. Inhale, lift forwards. Now keep your knees fairly wide but take your toes together and exhale into child's pose. Let your hips relax all the way down onto your feet, forehead towards the floor. Stretch up through the fingertips, walking them forwards. When you're ready, lift up, tuck the toes, Your first downward facing dog, lift off the knees, hips towards sky, pedal out through the legs, lowering one heel towards the floor as you bend into the other and switching. Eventually finding just this static downward facing dog. Feet hip width, soft knees, really press into the hands, relaxing the head through the top of the arms. Walk your feet in to your hands, top of the mat, forward fold. Just start with some pulses down with the upper body towards the floor. Really opening up that back panel of the body. Now bring it into some sways side to side through the upper body. And bring the swaying to a stop. On an inhale, bring your back flat, parallel to floor, hands on shins or fingertips to floor, straight legs. Exhale, melt back down into your fold. Inhale to lift all the way up, arms coming overhead, look to sky. Exhale, arms down by your sides, mountain pose. Left leg stays standing, right knee comes in, one-legged mountain. Squeeze that knee in with the same strength you did lying on your back. Extend the leg back behind you as you bow your chest forwards, warrior three. Soft knee of that standing leg. Fix your gaze here. Bring it back in to one-legged mountain. Squeeze the knee. And back through to warrior three. Extend leg back, chest bows forwards. Step the foot down at the back, high lunge. Bend deep into that front leg. Lift arms up behind your ears. Spread the feet further apart if you feel like you can get a deeper lunge through your hips. Then straighten that front leg, hands on hips, fold over, flat back parallel to floor, extended pyramid. Inhale, bend back into the leg, arms up, high lunge. Exhale, straighten leg, hands to hips, fold over. Inhale, bend into leg, arms up, high lunge. And exhale, straight legs, fold over, extended pyramid. Swing your torso out to the side, over towards the right side of your mat, and turn your toes to face that long right edge of your mat. In a wide fold, drop your hands down towards the floor, relax your head and neck. You can adjust your feet once you're down there, maybe widen them, toes turn slightly in, keep a soft knee. Move your hands over towards your left leg, grab hold and pull your chest closer into the leg. And then hands to the top of your mat again as you twist on the feet, look forwards, runner's lunge. Right hand stays down, left arm opens to sky, twisted runners. Follow that hand with your gaze. Drop down your back knee, relax the back foot. And take both hands down now, inside of your front foot, lizard pose. Walk the front foot out a bit wider so your hands can sit under shoulders. Sink your hips all the way down towards your hands. And if you're comfortable with lizard pose and you want to work on your forearm lizard, go ahead and drop your forearms towards the floor. If you took forearm lizard, come back onto your hands. We're going to twist open again. Right hand stays down, left arm twists open, but this time coming super light on those bottom fingertips so that eventually you can lift all the way up in that twist. And then you'll untwist all the way towards the other side. And at that same time, your back shin is going to hook around towards the left side of your mat. So you're in a mini warrior two. Palms towards the floor. Look over that left hand. Chest and hips facing out to the right. And then you can try sinking further in towards that front foot, getting deeper into the hips. Nice, release that stretch. Take both hands back to the mat, straighten back up that back shin. Tuck back under your back toes, lift off the back knee, plank, take that front foot back. Feel free to drop your knees and come back to child's pose from here, or take a vinyasa, inhaling in your plank. Exhale, drop knees, or do it without dropping your knees, lower all the way down onto your belly. Inhale to a cobra pose, chest forwards, elbows in. And then exhale, we'll all meet in child's pose. Hips back, forehead down. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Walk feet into hands, forward fold. Exhale when you get there over the legs. Inhale to lift all the way up to standing arms overhead. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Right leg is standing this time, left knee comes in. One-legged mountain, using your hip flexor strength to pull the knee up. Focus on a point in front of you that's not moving, to help with balance. Take it back to warrior three, extending the leg back, dropping your chest forwards. Bring it back through to one-legged mountain. Squeeze the knee in. And take it back, warrior three. Drop the back foot, high lunge, arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, straight legs, fold over, extended pyramid. Inhale, bend into the knee, arms up, high lunge. Exhale, extended pyramid. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, extended pyramid. And swing your torso open towards the left now. Both toes face that long edge of the mat. Drop the head down, drop the arms down. Maybe adjust your feet once you're down. Bring your hands over towards your right leg, grab hold of it. Pull the chest further in towards it. Hands down to the top of the mat. Turn on your feet facing forwards into a runner's lunge. Left hand stays down, right hand twists open. Drop your back knee. Take your hands down, inside of the foot, widen out that front foot. Hands underneath shoulders. In your lizard, sink hips all the way down. If you want to practice your forearm lizard, go for it. And if you were on forearms, bring it back onto your hands. We'll twist again, same arm, right arm twists open. Become light on those bottom fingertips. Lift yourself all the way up in that twist. Use that core. And then untwist all the way open towards the other side. Mini warrior two. Circle that back shin round to the side. Palms towards the floor. Looking over right hand. Drop the shoulders. Try leaning further in towards that front foot. Big hip stretch. Release. Good, hands down, straighten back up that back shin. Tuck under back toes. Lift off back knee, plank. Inhale. Back to Charles if you want to. Exhale, lower to the floor if you want a vinyasa. Inhale to your cobra, chest forwards. Exhale into Charles from there. From your child's pose, lift up and swivel around so that you're on your sit bone instead, with your feet around in front. We'll extend left leg out and slightly off to one side, and then bring your right foot in towards that left thigh. We'll take a single leg fold, just softly bend up into that knee. Reach for your toes, giving them a flex, but lift up tall first through the spine with an inhale. Exhale, try and keep your back straight as you hinge from the hips first, belly onto thigh. And then grab hold of wherever your hands reach without forcing it too much. And relax your head down towards your knee. Release hold of whatever you've got hold of. Lift up and swap out the legs. So right leg goes long, left foot comes in, turn out the knee. Reach for those right toes. Lift tall, inhale. Soften into right knee, fold with a flat back, belly onto thigh, even if you don't go that far. And then round into the top of the back and bow the head down. release hold of the leg. Slide the torso back up. Extend through both legs. Sit about halfway on the mat. Actually bend back up into both legs. Feet to the floor. Extend your arms out. Use your core to slowly roll back. And once you're there, relax the head back, relax arms by your sides. Then take the soles of your feet together in the center line of the mat, dropping knees open, resting butterfly. And from resting butterfly, we'll go ahead and extend through the legs into Shavasana, letting the toes roll out towards the sides. Palms shining up a bit away from the body, fingertips gently curling into the palms. The body is completely relaxed down onto the floor, eyes are closed. Breath is normal, however it wants to flow in and out of your body. Okay, wiggling through fingers and toes. Gently waking yourself back up. Take a nice big conscious breath. And then start to move your body a bit more, any way that you feel like it needs. Maybe lift up your arms overhead. Take a big full body morning stretch, pointing through the toes, lifting through fingertips. Maybe you just like to bend back into your knees, windscreen them side to side or hug them in. Then taking your time, start to bring yourself back up to a seated position any way that you can. And then just take one last final moment with your eyes shut once you're seated, before you have to start the rest of your day or evening. And then open back up your eyes. Readjust. And we're all done. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching this on YouTube, then there is an extended version on my Patreon, which I'll leave the link for below. And I'd love if you could like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thank you again. See you soon.